know this is a hot take. I know this is a hot take. I have approximately 5 minutes to get it out. I'm kind of getting the vibes that Chinese culture. What is crack-a-lackin'? I need to go pick up a Little Caesars pizza in not very long, so I can't talk long. But I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about my experiences on the Chinese social media app xiaohongshu, known as Rednote or Red here in America. Now you might be asking, what the freak is xiaohongshu and why are you saying it like that? Isn't that cultural appropriation? And the answer to that is, I don't think so. I think that's the name of the app. That was just a bad joke. What is xiaohongshu? Xiaohongshu is kind of like Chinese Instagram. Kind of. Not really. It's really not like Instagram, but it's like the closest example I can give you. You can post pictures, you can make text threads, you can make image text threads, you can post videos of unlimited length. There are some things you can't post, but we'll get into that because first, I do want to talk more about Chinese Li TikTok or Chinese Wollowa TikTok, right? You might be asking what's Wollowa. It's just WLW, but if you say it like it's spelt, which is so cool. I learned it from this.
Since so many TikTok Wollowa refugees are coming in, we Chinese lesbians on Xiaohongshu suddenly have a bunch of new crushes.
I've been on Chinese TikTok for the past couple days, and I don't know if it's my algorithm, I don't know if it's the things I searched, but I am being swarmed and overwhelmed with many, 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 many beautiful LGBTQ.
Leads are tight. Parking is tough. Princess, I can do it for you.
小红书
Chinese people, mostly of the gay and lesbian varieties. The lesbian culture in China it seems very different than the lesbian culture here in America. Not the most different, not extremely different, but women there, right? Okay, women here like they like strength. They like strength. They like tall as well, right? But let me tell you, the beauty standards for like masculine women in China, these lesbians are built. These lesbians have so much muscle. These lesbians are so like they look like bodybuilders. They are body. I don't know if they are bodybuilders or if they really just want girlfriends that bad, right? They really just want wives. I don't know what to tell you because if you read the comments, you'll see how thirsty these Chinese lesbians are for these extreme muscle mommies. I've learned that like the ideal like the supreme lesbian the lesbian everybody wants is like a mommy dommy muscle mommy, right? It's like a dommy muscle mommy. It's the DSM. The Chinese people, they love the DSM just like Americans love the DSM. Go to America, your DSM gets you thrown in a psychiatric hold. Go to China, your DSM, it just has you like mentally flustered. Oh my gosh. Anyways, point being, I think this app has cured my dysphoria. Just kidding, but only only a little kidding because trust me, it actually really does make me feel a lot better inside to see like I don't know. I feel like okay. Then I know this is a hot take. I know this is a hot take, but I have approximately 5 minutes to get it out. So I was talking to a trans woman that lives in China, right? And she was telling me about what the culture is like, right? And she was saying 90% is super conservative and like, they don't really support trans people like at all, but like legally there's some protection, but not really like a ton of protection, but like a little. But for like gay and lesbian people, it's more like don't ask, don't tell, So then they also have told me that a ton of young and old, right? Just like a lot of lesbians, a lot of women in China are like terfs. They have a very terf problem. So I don't know if this is culturally accurate or like appropriate for this context, but I'm kind of getting the vibes that like Chinese culture is like China is where the US was like 30-ish years ago, right? Like when I talk to these trans women, they tell me that like the culture there is very like second wave feminism versus like the this like post wave or like third wave feminism in America, which leans more into like gender expression as compared to like sexuality expression, right? Which is like Quite intriguing, quite intriguing. But they also say that like there is a lot of like body diversity, right? And then this makes me think, oh my gosh, don't even get me started. But this makes me think of how like a lot of older turf types, right? Like if I think of, and I know you did not expect a good faith interpretation of JK Rowling on this call right now. I'm going. That's what I'm doing right here. But JK Rowling, I feel like, comes from this like second wave feminism kind of era where like back in her day, being a lesbian was kind of crazy, right? Like that was kind of the pushing the limits for her. So now she got old. She started to freak out. She was like, "Oh my gosh, you can't move past what I know, or it like breaks my brain," right? But I think that these like second wave feminists they actually hold really good ideas about the losing the need to conform to like you are born this way, you need to act this way, right? Like they're very gender they don't they want you to be a feminine gay man, right? Like they want you to be a feminine gay man rather than a trans woman. But they also want you to be like a butch woman. They want you to be a masculine woman because like they get their empowerment through submitting to their biology, kind of, rather than through succeeding or like um um surpassing their biology. I don't know. Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe that's not a hot take. Maybe I'm trying to just find ways to connect cultural values with all of our brothers and sisters across the Pacific Ocean. I guess it's technically across all of the oceans. We could go both directions. We could go Atlantic, Southern, Indian, right? Isn't that the Indian Ocean? I think I haven't written that down since like second grade, but my point is it's been really eye-opening to talk to people in China. So like I love it over there. I love xiaohongshu. I love interacting with people in this country. I will say the censorship on the website can hit a little bit at times. Not always in a good way, right? Like there are messages that get censored when so I made a group chat on there, and it's just for like it's called like Trans Sisters Global or something. And like Trans Sisters, like sisters is a very like xiaohongshu is like a they keep calling it a feminine app or like a female app, right? There's a lot of women on there. And so like sister is a very common term there, but also like sister is like a common term of endearment for like woman to woman, but also like trans woman to trans woman in China. Anyways, point being, I made this group chat on like trans woman global group chat, right? Trans sister group chat, and a lot of messages we have come to figure out through like the fact that we send a bunch of messages and then people are like, what are you talking about, you're missing context, both from me and from other people. There have been a lot of popped messages, which I'll throw a couple examples here, but I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous to put the examples because the other thing is I'm nervous to talk about this because I don't want any of these beautiful trans women, these beautiful lesbian women that I am like interfacing with, these people that are telling me about their life experiences and like all of this. I don't want them to get backlash if they're breaking the law by sending these messages. But I don't think they're breaking the law. I think it's more just like a content moderation thing. I'm really not trying to come across as like China's going to kill everybody in China kind of thing, because that's not what I believe. That's not what I believe. But like I do think pro-China and anti-China sides might have a couple points on in their respective arguments, right? You know? Maybe the censorship thing is kind of a situation, right? We'll talk more about censorship in another video. I need to go get my pizza. It's been lovely talking to you. I'll have a couple TikToks interlaced throughout here. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out Chinese lesbian TikTok. If you're a trans woman in my audience, join my TikTok Global Sisters group chat. I'm not going to link it on here because I don't want trolls to join, but if you follow me on Rednote, I guarantee if you look hard enough, it'll pop up. Okay, I love you and goodbye.